a monologue called Uncle Albert's Heroic Farewell to the World, or more succinctly, which is the way Dave was made, the darts match.
Oh, yeah.
If you turn second left at the High Street, past an old pub called the Swan, there's a monument to my Uncle Albert. And though we've not many heroes, he was one. He wasn't a chap prone to boasting, and he stood, I bet, only 5 feet. But those 5 feet he covered with glory, as you'll hear when his old comrades meet. There's a stain on the floor of the barroom. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse on a stone in a churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. It was the time of the first Yankee Moon men. There was racing from Catterick as well. And I backed the 6-4 favourite, and he led at a moment he fell. That night was the championship darts match, and the bar of the club was jam full. I can't edit that. The bar of the club was jam full. We were playing at home at the final, and we started being nearest the ball. Now the oohs and the yahs broke the silence as both teams wrestled with might, a game to remember forever by all, even those that were tight. Some favoured cardboard, some feathers, some favoured heavy, some light, but all were experienced past masters of split-second reckoning in flight. Then the nail that was holding the dartboard bent with a fearful creak, and there wasn't another to replace, at least not straight to hand, so to speak. At last to the club's concert chairman, renowned for his improvised wit, says, put old Albert beneath it. With his height, he'd just about fit. The company looked round at poor Albert. Then the secretary got right to the nub, saying if he doesn't, the match will be forfeit. Come on, Albert, for the honour of the club. Albert had no need of thinking. His blood rose to answer the call, and he jammed his head under the dartboard, crying, for Queen, club, country and all. There's a stain on the floor of the barroom. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse and a stone in a churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. Not flinching, not moving, he just stood there. Except once when he went round the back, until the game flowed in our favour. The opposition was beginning to crack. All that was needed for victory was 5 in double 16. Now the 5 was obtained very easy, then silence fell on the scene. The player squared up with his arrows. It was Sidney, Albert's own son, who played very well the whole evening until now, when something went wrong. Now it could have been all the excitement, or some smoke that got in his eye, or it could have been his new wellies. But he slipped just before he let fly. Albert stood stricken with horror as he watched the oncoming dart, and it seemed gnashed in pain as it hit his gold chain and ricocheted up through his heart. There's a stain on the floor of the room. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse and it's in the churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. Did he fall like a bird when it's wounded? Did he cry out in the midst of his pain? No, he winced and spoke up in a whisper. Come on, son, finish the game. Albert's blood dripped down his waistcoat as Sidney took aim and then threw, hitting double 16, sweet, neat and clean, though how he felt nobody knew. Someone grab Albert, cried the steward. Keep him upright, they all roared. Hold him up by his armpits. If he falls, he might damage the board. There's a stain on the floor of the room. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse on a stone in a churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. Thank you.